Hello, welcome to UI UX design class for the GDSC 2023 through 2024. My name is Kofoworola Adetona, and I'll be taking this session. And I'm sure we've had sessions back, so this is kind of like a makeup class for those that missed those previous sessions. So this is a combination. This is a combined class, so I'll be combining both the week 1 to week 4 in this session. So I would like you guys to pay attention because I'll be sharing resources through this video, and please watch to the end so you don't miss out on opportunities and you don't miss out on important infos and things that are necessary for you to check out or go online to research on. Okay, without further ado, let's get started. So the table of content will be discussing about UI, what UI is, what UX is, the differences and similarities between UI and UX, the rules that are applicable to UX designers, UI designers, and what are their responsibilities, tools to be used, and let's get started. Okay, we'll go right into definition of UX and the definition of UI. So I've attached a link to the slide. Don't worry, the slides will be shared to you guys through the UI UX design Google link. So you can reach the Google Drive link, or it will be posted on the study group. You just have access to it. And if you're watching through the YouTube, you can put it on the comment section and check and just say just check the comment or check the caption. You will see the Google Drive link. Then you can go through the link and just see the slides there. So let's begin. So we'll be looking at what design is. What is design? Why is it important? So I'll be walking you through these design link, this design resource. We won't be talking much on this particular link, but I'll just walk you through. So on your own page, you can check through the link when you're using the Google Drive to, go around the design. I know we've had UI, you've had UX, you've had about product design. You're trying to look at what difference does it make, what is it saying. So most especially design is like speaking. It's like you're speaking to human being. It's not just about just designing. It has a lot of things that it is talking about. It's not just writing plain, like you are interacting with human beings. So we'll be looking through the purpose of design. Why exactly do we need design? Do you have to design from scratch? Because a lot of people have that question. What is UI all about? What exactly is UX? And I know some people don't know that. Yes, there are some people that specialize in UX. So when we get to the design roles and responsibilities, we'll be talking about different career paths in the UX and UI design. So according to Charles Ames, he said design is a plan for arranging elements. I agree with him in such a way that is best. So I know I'm scrolling, but I'm not trying to teach you. I'm just walking you through this design and letting you see that design speaks language. You might not understand design. Yeah, this looks like an art. Yeah, it looks like an art. It's still design. What's the essence? Why do we need design? Design, what's the reason for design? What exactly are you design? Why did you join design? Why did you want to do design? Go. What exactly? Well, there's something I came to realize is that you don't have to design from scratch. I remember when I was trying to I just joined design. I wanted to do something unique, something different. And I was like, hey, I need to do something that will wow people. But design is not just about that. What you are trying to do, someone else has done it. Nothing is new in this world, as they say. So your design just didn't have to be original. All you just have to do is work on existing designs, make it better. That exactly what make your design creative. Just have to creative about what you have, what exactly is available. And designers are not like their users. No, they are different. Designers think. Designers are creative Everybody has biases, but you as a designer, you don't have to be biased. You get things done. You get and people want to get things done, not listen how cool you are. You realize, okay, as a designer, nah, I must do this. It must be very beautiful. Sometimes it doesn't have to be like that. You are a designer. You are designing for the users. You have to make it more creative and mm, more interactive. You have to make your design speak. Let it speak for you. Just make it use because how we use design. Okay, I don't know how. And there are some kind of design that this is not limited to the digital design because they are different. Definitely, like there is one design, particular design that I still ask till today that what's the essence of it, like what's its usage, and that is all these what's it called, toilet seats, all these toilet seats, the back, I don't know, I just feel like it's not comfortable. They should have just made the WC seatable, and you are able to. Why do I have to? Like, you should be able to stand on it. I'm not sure. I know the sitting is comfortable. I don't like the design of sitting on WC, and because when your foot falls, you have to stand up. And I don't know if anybody has experience, but I don't like that design. That kind of design is not speaking well with me. But well, people are used to it, and nobody's complaining as long as they're able to do their shit out. So I'm walking you. Sorry that I'm walking you through this design. So I said, don't pay attention, and you should pay attention to the side. But the most important thing is pay attention to what I'm saying. So UX is totally different from UI. I know we've discussed in previous classes that what UX is and what UI is. So UX is user experience. Yes, user experience, and UI is user interface. So UX is actually how people use that product, and UI is how you implement that product. I'm not sure you get what I'm saying. So UX is more like, okay, I'm coming into your mobile app for the first time. And okay, what will I go for? I know that I'll see first thing I need to see is your logo. That's the splash screen. So everybody as in the world already knows that. Okay, the first thing you say as Nemora has, okay, is the logo. Then you now go to the sign up page, and that is actually UX. That is UX, user experience interaction. Now you'll be like, okay, yes, the next thing I know that I have to sign up, and if I was an existing user, I have to log in or sign in. That's the next step to take. Or the UI is the one that makes you take that action, the implementation. Okay, I know that this is a splashing and I am signing in. What exactly should I do next? What should I click? If you are not adding the sign in button, then you've not completed a UI text, because the sign in button is the one that shows you that UI is the one that shows you that, okay, you have to click this button to access the next slide or image. That is what it is. So, and always make sure that your designs are simple and making sense. So this is week one that we're just talking, and this is definition. We just talked about definition of UI and definition of UX. We just give the different. So we're talking about the differences and the similarities. What are the differences in UI and similarities in the UX? So we just spoke what UI is, user interface. This is more like the colors, the typefaces, the iconography, the design, everything that makes your mobile app or website or whatever makes it beautiful. That is UI. But UX on the other part is the interaction, the users, how do they feel, how exactly are you interacting with them, is it flowing, is it working, how exactly is it doing with your users, is it doing what it's supposed to do. That is exactly what UX is talking about. That is user, from the name implies, user experience. What exactly are they going to experience while going through your app, going through your website, or whatever you're trying to build or design? So as the link is provided here, you use the click. So there is an external link that's been added to these for you for further readings.
Okay, so let's talk about the UX and the UI designer roles and responsibility. So, as a UX or a UI designer, you can be a generalist or a specialist. So, as a generalist, that means you are all rounder. You know about UX, you know about UI, and as a typical Nigerian, you must know all of this. You must know how to research, you must know how to design. So, basically, you have, unless you want to pick or you want to go as an international, you want to work internationally, so you have to be a specialist. You can choose to be a UI designer, you can choose to be just a UX designer, you can choose to be just a UX researcher or a UX writer. So what are the responsibilities of a UI and a UX designer? The first one is research. You must have a good research skill. You must also know how to communicate effectively and adequately, because if you're not communicating properly, how do you want to explain your designs to developers? So you must know how to communicate effectively. You must know how to do wireframing. We'll talk about wireframing for DALI and prototyping. You must also know about visual designs, that is color, typography, and all of that. And you must ensure that you are interacting very well in your designs, communicating with fellow team members if you are working as a functional team. So next thing we'll be talking about is the tools used in UI and the UX. We have Figma. So Figma is commonly used, but then let me start with Figma. Let me start with Adobe. So we have Adobe XD. It is a powerful design tool, and we use it for prototyping as well. We use it for wireframing, but it doesn't allow you communicate, do teamwork. You can do team, but there is no interaction like that on Adobe XD. So we have Sketch. So it's like a vector. You can design Sketch. You can do symbols, do artwork, look for plugins on Sketch. So the most popular one used is Figma. So because of the unique features that Figma has made a lot of designers stick to Figma, because you can use it on the web, you can use it on the app, it automatically save your designs. You are allowed to interact with designers. It gives you a lot of features and allows your designs easy. So if you've got any question for me, this is the end of week 1. If you've got questions for me, please drop your questions on the comment section and the YouTube video or on the slides in the Google Drive. So we'll be there to respond to your question. Any questions you have regarding the definition and introduction of UI and UX, and let's go through sorry, okay, let me check. Okay, so we're moving to week 2. We're moving to week 2 because this is a combined session and we just finished week 1. So let's move on to week 2. Okay, let me find this week 2 session so we can get right started. So this is the Google Drive link I'll be sharing to you guys. So you can just drop your comment there. It's for you guys. It's the design study. So it's definitely for you all to go through and check whatever is on the slides. So welcome to week 2. So we're going to be talking about human-centered designs. Yep, human-centered designs. Okay, let's get started. When they say human-centered design, what are you hearing? Human-centered design, meaning you're designing for human, right? Doesn't it sound like designing for human? And we also have user-centered designs. User-centered designs. So human-centered designs is more like you are being empathetic. You are putting yourself in other human shoes.
Do you get? You're designing for human beings, like something that is realistic that a human being can use. You know that some designs that they are not realistic, you just make them beautiful, but it really can't work in the real world. But you are designing for humans so that humans can use this stuff. That is why you are designing. That is what human-centered design is. And we also have user-centered designs. You are designing for a specific people. You are designing for a specific type of people. They are centered, that you call them users. Like, okay, you want, it is this particular people that want to use my product. They are the people you go and research about. They are the people that you are going to talk to. They are the people that are going to interview. They are the people that are, because they are the ones that are using your product. That's kind of a user-centered designs. We also have one, I think there was one. Yeah, there's equity focused design. So there is this equity focused design, but yeah, in this slides we'll be talking about just human centered designs and user centered designs. But there is this one type of design that all you just focus on is the accessibility and fairness to all genders. Like an equity focused design is anybody can use this design, anybody can use this product, whether you are disabled, whether you are crippled, whether you are blind, and whether you are blind, whether you can see, whether you can work, you are able to use this product. And sample of such products is Google. Yeah, so there are different kind of people can use Google. Whether you are blind, you can use Google using the voice, the accessibility. Whether you can't speak, you can use Google. Yeah, whether you can walk, whether you can't walk, you can use this product. So we talked about all of these. So development or developed communication skills. I think I mentioned this in week one. Things that you need to have as a UI UX designer. A good communication skills is important for you as a as a user, as a designer. Yes, good communications, because you'll be working with constructional things, you'll be working with developers, product managers, stakeholders. Like, be able to explain what you are designing. Why will you design and you say you don't know how to explain? Have you come across people like that? Please, you have to ensure that you are communicating design very well. So this is your user research. You must just research about your user. You can't just design anything. I know there are many of us that, okay, we have this idea in our head that, okay, let me design. This thing is going to work out in the market. Have you really searched about designing for the people you want to use? Have you researched? Have you done this? You must also be able to do interaction designing, gaining understanding of how users interact when they use your product. And this is where user flows, wireframing, prototyping. Sorry, this is where it all falls. So I think in further videos we're going to be talking about, you must have been hearing wireframings, prototyping, user flows, and if you knew about wireframe, I know you heard it already. So yeah, she's talking about high fidelity, low fidelity, mid fidelity. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And talking about prototyping is more like you're already seeing how your design is going to be even before developers design and build it. Yes, you're already seeing how it will work before your product designer works on it. Sorry, before your developer works on it or build it at all. It's already functioning. All they just have to do is develop it, build it, make it come out, make it lively. But you already see your design come to life. That's what prototyping is. You're already seeing it come to life. And that was one of the best features that Figma offers us for free, that we can do for free. I know on Adobe, I don't think you can do prototyping for free. I don't think it's free. So that's interaction design, and I think in this modern day, interaction design is very important. Yes, it is important. Because I think recently in most recruiters always ask that, okay, do you know have a knowledge of interaction designs? So make sure you find more about interaction designs and ensure that you research about it. So let's move on to design thinking. So design thinking is more of, I don't know if anybody's familiar with
design thinking? It is the process that most designer, which was developed by IDEO thinking. So they were finding a way to build products for easy accessibility from scratch to finish. So it is a kind of a principle, design thinking, where you interact with from the emphasis. Well, this is not the stage that we're talking about design thinking, but I think we're still going there, but let me just scroll past and we'll talk about it later. So just know that there's something of design thinking, and we have visual designs, obviously the typography, the colors, and all of these things that are important in UI designs. So visual designs. So we already talked about the principles of I already talked about what human-centered designs is. So this link will take you towards the principles of human-centered designs are. And if you have any questions for me about human-centered designs, don't worry about the design thinking. I'll explain that in the next videos. And we're going to talk about design thinking. So, yes, this next one is let's move. We're already moving. Don't worry, we're still in the same slide. We're not far away. So I think I discussed about human centered designs. So this slides, I don't think I should explain this any further because we already explained what human centered design is and what user centered design is. So yeah, see, I could see the user centered is an approach design that focuses on understanding and understanding the needs, goals, and behavior of the end user. Yeah, actually, the end user. I think I didn't have that at the beginning, though I said it's for users when you're focused on users, the particular set of users, but end users specifically, those that are going to use the product eventually. So you can read for further readings, and there is an attached YouTube link on this video to watch everything that has to do with design, human-centered designs. That video is linked. I watched it one time. It explains everything that you need to know about interaction designs and specific. So next slide. I think we just finished week 3. Well, we're fast. So let's move to the next one. Thank you very much. Let me give you guys thank you. Yes, thank you. So welcome to this is not day 3 actually. This is week 4. We're on week 4. So this will be talking about design thinking. Yes, design thinking. We are back to design thinking. So design thinking was a philosophy developed by IDEO. There is a link attached to it that you can read about design thinking. So we have the design thinking process, emphasize, define, ideate, prototype, text, and I didn't see the last one. Shit. Okay. Oh, sorry for saying that. Ideate, prototype, and testing, and as well as I think that yes, that's 5. We have 5. No, what I didn't remember that. Yes, we have 5. So guys, please read the attached article in the link and ensure that you go through the link. It explains everything about design thinking, and design thinking is actually important. It is important for you guys to know. Okay, so let's move to the last lap of this session. That's week 4. Yeah, let's have the last lap. Okay, it's loading. So week 4, I think this is the part we'll be talking about user research, user flow, information architecture. Okay, yes, competitive benchmarking research. Yes, user research, user interviews. So this is what we're talking about in this content week 4. Okay. Okay, so we're learning about our users from the part. So in product design, it's like a process. We always start from um, empathy. So if you go through the design thinking, there's the first stage that is called empathy. So this is where you interact with your user, you know more about your user, and it is called it is where we have our user research. So you read about competitive benchmarking research. There's a link attached to it. I don't think I should we go through the link. I'm not sure if there's time for that,
But okay, let's see. So we're conducting in user interviews. So for you to do user research, you conduct user interviews. I think I should click on this link. Yes, let's do user interview. I think everything will be listed under this link. So when you're doing empathy mapping, you want to know about your users, these human beings. The first thing you do is actually that you do research, go outside, know what people want. You already have that idea in your head. We know that you already have that idea that yes, I want to build this thing. So that people that you want to build for, go and hear from them. You go and research from them, like hear from what they want to, what they are listening. I mean, what you want from them. How do I put it? No, what exactly you want to build from them, how they feel about it. Let me put it that way. How they feel about it. Hear from them. So that is why we conduct user interviews, user research to know about users, so that we are not building the wrong product. We are building the right product for the right people, and we are building the right thing. So when creating, did I just end the class? No, 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 no. My slide was going for okay, yeah. So let's go through this link. I just don't know, like, yeah. Okay, so the link is that user interview link that I clicked on the other time. It just came up. So let's go. So we have two type of research. We have the quantitative research and qualitative research. So quantitative, from the word quantitative, numbers. So this is more of like sending out surveys. I know most of have been seeing in some of the design group that okay, and please help me fill this form, help me fill this Google form, help me fill this survey. We are researching on this, we are researching on that. That's quantitative. You're trying to learn more about what you want to build, what you want to design. So one way to create surveys is actually going by using Google Forms. You use type form, you use all of those. They are free. You go online, type it, type the questions you want to ask. So I would advise. Though this is an advice because most of you won't do it. So some, let me not use most. Some won't go through this link, but it's very important because there are some set of questions that's been put in place here, that you need to ask the right questions when you're doing an interview or you're asking your survey questions. But and so let me put it that quantitative is like surveys, counting, and qualitative is one-on-one interviews. One-on-one interview with the person you want to build product for. You are talking to them directly, you're asking that questions directly. That's qualitative. And quantitative, you're not really seeing them, you are about numbers, data. You work with data rather than just hearing one-on-one from them. That's the difference between the two. And qualitative, when you're doing interview, it could be online, it could be remote, could be I said remote, it could be online. Online and remote is kind of like the same, yeah, right. So online is like you're interviewing them through Zoom or Google Meet, and you're doing it physically as well. Maybe you're asking them directly. And so there are some of questions here. So this let's break the ice is like you're introducing them. It's not like you're coming here to market a product. I beg. One mistake that you will when you're interviewing, don't say, this app is about clinical. You do this, you do that. It allows you to do. No, you are not here to sell your product. You're here to find out what you want to build. So you just ask them like open questions, direct questions, and don't mention anything about your product. Then maybe after the interview, you can now tell them that okay, this is what you're trying to build, but at the beginning, you can't mention your product. You can't say, hey, okay, this is the idea we are working on, and me and my team is working on. We want to build this, we want to build that. So we want you people to patronize us. We want you to when it start. No, that's not exactly why you do a user research. User research is to know about them, their pain points. We'll still reach we'll still get to the part where we talk about pain points, user stories, user personnels. You just want to know about their problem. You are not there to market your product. whatever they say is the solution, is the problem. You just want to hear their problem. You are finding solution for it. They don't need to know about you. As long as you solve their problem, they will use your product. That's how it is. So it's not when you go there and now start explaining that you want to build an app. Oh, is this app is can it come after I have not built? All you just have to is to get an information from them, get the right information from the right people, and you go working on it. Let's scroll. So this, I don't want to start reading all of this. So it's part of what I just said. I just need to calm down, read it when you're looking for questions to ask your your interviewee, right? Ask your users. You know what to ask them. So when you are doing a portfolio, I know yes I've been mentioning portfolio. So this is how you add your research on portfolio. It's more like you use Google Analytics. Yes, after getting your information, Google Forms allows you to to kind of, it helps you to convert your data um like a graphical time that you can explain. So let me show you one on Figma that I did. Yeah, so user research. So this is how a user research looks like. After you've done your research, you've gotten information from everybody, you put it down on a paper. It now comes to designing, because you must present it. It must show on your portfolio. You must see that yes, people must know that hey, yeah, you actually did design. So let me zoom this. Yeah. So I'm coming. I think this is going to take a while. It's going to take a damn while. Okay, so after the research has been done, the user research. So this is like kind of a design you can do on your portfolio. You can choose to design it yourself from scratch. After getting the information, maybe you can just join the circles together, try to like as a well, everything in this world is no life is not hard. It's just your portfolio. Yeah, you must beautify it, change the color and everything. So there is one thing that Figma does that I love. There are resources like a community on Figma. Yeah, so Google Form. I'm kind of trying to search the Google Form, how to create a Google Form. So you just go online and type in Google Form. It's going to bring out, you just sign in. And I think yes, you can do that. Just sign in. Yes. So when you sign in, or you can create Google Forms. So normal Google Forms, all you just need to do is type in your questions and you can try to play around to check it. But don't worry, I'm going to give you guys the link. So this is a user research that was conducted. You can also choose to design it from scratch if you want. But as I was saying previously, well, you don't need to design from scratch. This particular slides or whatever I'm using to presentation slides was gotten from the Figma community. Yes, I didn't have to start putting circle, putting people images one by one. These images that you see here it's a plugin, sorry, a plugin on the community of Figma that allows you put fixing images into pictures instantly. They already have like characters like fictional. I will not say fictional. They already have pictures on mockup. I'm out of what's it called? What's this plugin called for images, for these short images? I guess I'll go back and I will remember along the line. So we have user personnel. Yeah. We have user personnel. So user personnel is more of after conducting your research. It is a representation, like a fictional character that represents a particular part of your interview. I mean your target market. Let me put it that way. Yeah. So a user persona is somebody like you use one person to represent other people that was what, like, okay, because let me put it this way. You have conducted a lot of research, right, for some users. And you now have target audience. Let's say you have people that is working in hospital. That's kind of like a target audience. You have some people that are working in the school. You have some people that are working abroad. You're working some people that are working in the bank. Like different kind of category, different kind of target audience. Or your audience are in these places. People you are looking for are in the hospital. The people you are looking for are also in schools. The people you are looking for are also in anywhere. You just pick a particular person, like a fictional character from that particular that will represent those people that are in the hospital. So, like this person now is, let's just say his name is John Doe. He loves dogs. We already know he loves dog from the picture that you're seeing. So this particular person is kind of representing people that love dogs, people that are of his age, people that fancy dogs, that fancy animals, not just dogs, that love animals. He's already representing those people. Your own is just to create a fictional character. Call the user persona. Okay, those set of people, this is what they like, this is their frustration, this is their personality, this is their needs, and all we just want to get from all of this is, okay, this is the kind of people that we want to build our product for. That is why we do user personals, and they are compulsory. You can't say you neglect it because they are the ones that will represent the people. Okay, we already know that these are the people that we want to build our market for. So let me show you this user personnel from my slides. Okay, so this is kind of, it looks different. There are different type of user persona. You can design it any way you like it. Just ensure that it is giving you frustrations or pain points, what the person is frustrated about, what exactly you want, what you had when you were doing your research, what exactly is you keep saying. That person keeps saying that this is what I want. Like, I cannot do this. You don't even have light in our area for like 10 years. Why we not having light? I cannot even chat properly. I cannot even do this. All these frustrations that is in line with whatever solution you're trying to bring to the person is what you're going to pick out from his frustrations. Just know about him. Okay, the person, okay, I'm a student, I'm this, I'm that, I do this, I do that. Okay, you add everything. What does he love? Which internet does he love going to? I love going to Instagram, I love watching YouTube videos, all of this. These are the target places. Like, okay, if you are looking for this kind of person, where are we to go to market our products? Where are we going to go to find this kind of people? Okay, you know that, okay, yes, I have to go to Instagram, I have to go to Facebook, I have to go to YouTube to find this audience, these people. That's exactly what a user persona do. You know everything about your user, fictional, and fix them into one character. And in your design, you just put it. I hope you get what I'm saying. It's not that you just have just a single user persona. A user persona just like categorize the specific people. It categorizes some specific people. So user persona, yeah. So just on my, so these are included in the slides, and it's on the Figma on the Google Drive link. You guys can read through it and ensure that user personnel, the data they got, qualitative, quantitative, everything still falls down to whatever is kind of research you've done. Everything still come back to user personnel. Coco is you created your user personnel. It is from this user personnel that you get all the information you want, all the information you are looking for. That is where you're going to get them from. So these are affinity mappings. Yes, after your user personnel, we have affinity diagrams. This is kind of no compulsory. These are like sticky notes that you put in your room or anything to try to, okay, after you've gotten the pain point, this is the solution, you write them down. So we have empath, and we have let me go to empathy. That's affinity. Most people don't use affinity mapping, I don't know, but it is rare. But if you are somebody that loves physical stuff, you can just do affinity mapping using sticky notes to point out all the pain points and all. So we have empathy mapping. Yes, this flow is the design thinking process. This flow is the design thinking process. Please, you guys, don't miss the design thinking process. I mentioned it before. You think I was flowing? It's also part of the design thinking process. Go back to read it if you've not. So it's like a flow. After user research, you go to user persona. After user persona, you do your affinity map. That is not really compulsory, but it's not part of design thinking. You go to your empathy map. So the empathy map helps you from your empathy, from your user personnel. You draft out your empathy mapping. So this empathy mapping helps you see what this your audience, this your particular people, what are they thinking. It is a four quadrant stuff. That is empathy map. It's always divided into four. It talks about what your audiences are thinking, what are they thinking, that particular people that you set aside, what are they thinking, what exactly are they saying, what did they see, what did they hear. Okay, we had that. This thing don used to work very well. It's when we start putting our money there now, we will not see our money again. Like, okay, that is what they had. What do you think? I don't think this thing is going to work. Oh. I think that maybe you people should do it this way. Maybe if we have this kind of thing that we can just put our money and our money will start growing. You say, okay, what are they think? What are they saying? What are they saying? What did they do? Oh, well, me, I'm a banker. Oh. I don't like. Me, I use First Bank or any bank that I can see physically. Oh. Me, I cannot do all this bank that OP or PAMPay or anything that I will not be able to complain. Those are kind of things that you find in empathy mapping. You try to feel them.